Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Joel here from Joel William Plays, and today, as you can see by the title of this video, it is the ultimate, the definitive starter Pokemon ranking test, tier list, whatever you want to call it. I'm really excited for this one. The Generation 4 remakes. The Generation 4 remakes. They are just around the corner. I am very excited. As you can probably tell, Pokemon is a massive love and passion of mine. Ranking starters has been a video that I've always wanted to make. Keep in mind, this is my opinion. I would love to know what yours is in the comment section below. Let me know, actually, in the comment section, what your favorite starter Pokemon of all time is. I know it's really hard to pick a favorite. Mine is Blaziken, just personally, so it's probably no surprise as to where he's gonna go, but we'll get to that. And please, can I just ask, if you enjoy this video, make sure you give it a like and click subscribe below. I would really appreciate it, as it helps me out a lot and will let me, keep creating this video. So, without ado, let's just get into it. Let's just start from old mate, Sobble. So, where are we going to put Sobble? Is he S tier, A, B, C, D, F? Obviously, S being the best, F, just get out of here, mate, you're trash. Now, Sobble, I kind of feel indifferent about Sobble, so I'm going to put him in the C tier, okay? Might be an unpopular opinion, I don't know, but C tier he goes. Chestnut is up next. I really wanted to play this generation, but I just did not have the money to afford a Nintendo 3DS, and I just, if I didn't have a 3DS, that I couldn't play this. All I had was the really basic bitch. I'm going to put it on screen now. That old school Nintendo DS, the brick one that apparently caused, like, eyesight damage and shit. So, because I didn't get to play with him, he looks pretty cool. So, again, I'm just going to put him, in the B tier because I think he looks cool, okay? Delphox is just going to be a straight F. What was Nintendo thinking making that? It's just, it's not great. Anyway, we got Ivysaur. I really like Ivysaur. I'm just going to put it in A. I think it's a really cool second stage evolution. To me, the second stage evolutions, while we're doing it, we're just going to put Charmeleon there. We're going to put Wartortle there as well. I love when the second stage just fits so well in between the first stage and the final stage evolutions. Like, It's like, with all three of these guys, you can tell what direction they're going in. It's so clear. They're going to get, still retain a lot of their shape and stuff. It just looks awesome. Next, we've got Bulbasaur. Look, I love Bulbasaur. I found a newfound respect for him. I'm putting Bulbasaur in the S tier. I will admit, I did not use Bulbasaur in the beginning. I went straight for Squirtle for the very first Pokemon game that I played, which is Fire Red. I found a newfound love, with Bulbasaur when I discovered, competitive battling, and I got into that more, and Venusaur is just awesome. So, coincidentally, Venusaur's next, S tier for me. Charmander, Charmander, I think, it's going to be B tier for me. He's not average. He's not on the Sobble level. He's a bit above it. He's a really cool, lizard, salamander ass, Pokemon. So, that's that. Now, Charizard. What do I do with Charizard? Charizard, for me, I don't feel like he's overhyped or anything. I think it's a really cool design. I'm going to put him in S tier. And another thing that's helping him get to S tier is his Mega Evolutions look really cool. And Shiny Charizard is something that I wanted to get my hands on for so long, and I would go to any lengths to get it. So when I got my first, Shiny Charmander, I was stoked because I just love what a Shiny Charizard looks like. Squirtle, my boy, is S tier with the very first starter Pokemon I ever picked. I fell in love with this Pokemon, and of course, Blastoise is S as well. I love that whole evolution line. It's fucking great. So yeah, Squirtle and Blastoise can go right up there. Chikorita, for me, I don't hate it on the level of Delphox, but I just don't like it. So it can go into the D tier for me. It's the same with Bayleaf. Actually, you know what? Bayleaf is pretty cool, to be honest with you. I actually really like Bayleaf. I think the anime helped Bayleaf out a lot. I don't know. I generally don't think Bayleaf is a bad design at all, but Meganium I just think is trash. Also, for competitive wise, Meganium is just is just dog shit. It's not great. It's really not great. Cyndaquil, I think Cyndaquil is pretty cool, so I'm gonna put Cyndaquil on the B tier. Not the biggest fan of Quivlava though, like that middle stage. And Typhlosion, I think, is pretty dope. Like, it's this aggressive. I love the fire that just comes out of its neck, dude. It looks so cool. And another thing as well, I love fire-type Pokemon. They are one of my favorites. So, you know, that's also going for it as well. Totodile, I think Totodile is pretty dope. I'm going to put Totodile in the B tier. Croconaw, I just wasn't feeling. I think there's a common sort of theme here with the Johto starters. The second evolutions for me were kind of I wouldn't say it was a complete miss, but I just wasn't vibing them as much. And Feraligatr, I used to really like, but I've sort of become indifferent with him, you know, of late. So I'm actually just going to chuck Feraligatr in the C tier. Don't get me wrong, I really like Feraligatr. I don't know, it's just something about in the recent years, I'm sort of not getting, you know, too on board with it, which is weird, you know, because he's like a crocodile sort of looking thing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm an Australian, crocodiles are here all the time, so, I mean, it's fitting, right? Next, Trico, I love Trico. Trico is going to the A tier, Grovyle is going straight to the A tier, and Sceptile is going into, Sceptile's going in the S tier for me. I love the Hoenn starters, so this should be, you know, no surprise, like, at all. Torchic, I love you. Combuskin, I love you. And Blaziken, I super love you. Blaziken is my favorite Pokemon of all time. I love the Torchic line just in general. I really like the Hoenn starters, if you couldn't tell. So, Mudkip's going straight there. Marshtomp is weird as it creeps me out. I'm putting it in the D tier. Those eyes, it's just, I don't know what it is about Marshtomp. It's giving me bad vibes. I don't want that on my team. And Swampert, for me, can go straight into the S tier. Swampert is a boss. I really like Swampert. Now, Turtwig. Turtwig is really cool. I'm going to put Turtwig in the B tier just because I started with Turtwig in my, you know, Gen 4. I was going to say playthrough. I haven't done that yet. I started with Turtwig, you know, for Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. And, you know, I'm not going to start with him again in Sinnoh. But, sorry, when the Sinnoh remakes are released. But, you know, I'm going to give another guy on this list a shot, and we'll get to that in a second. Grotle, I don't really like Grotle that much, okay? Sorry, I know this doesn't make sense, because I'm putting Turtwig in B tier, you know, Grotel's in D tier, and Torterra I'm going to be putting in the S tier, just because I really like that design. I think, you know, having Pokemon with a giant tree growing out of its back, it looks like an Ankylosaurus, or I'm butchering that name, but I'll put it on screen, the one I'm talking about, with like a big mace-looking ass tail. It looks like a lot of Digimon that I really like too, like Anquilamon and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, Torterra, he was a starter, he was pretty dope. Chimchar has grown on me quite a bit. I'm going to put Chimchar in the B tier. Monferno can go in the C tier, and Infernape for me is going to go in the A tier. I think Infernape is really dope, but I'm biased, and I think Blaziken is the best firefighting starter of the lot, so, you know, Infernape can't be on the same level as him for obvious reasons. Piplup is kind of like, you know, actually Piplup's kind of cute, to be honest with you, and in the anime, Piplup, you know, like, it really helped for me. You know, like it a lot more. Empoleon is just, I don't like Empoleon. Sorry, not Empoleon, Prinplup. I don't like the name. I don't like the look of it. It looks like it's an awkward teenage angsty phase. And Empoleon, I'm not the biggest on either. I'm going to put it in the B tier because it is definitely not on the same level, you know, as C, D, and F. And it is kind of cool. I love the typing. Water and Steel is really dope. But yeah. Now, I'm going to butcher these names. They have escaped me for the meantime. But I didn't get a chance to play Black and White either. So I'm going to chuck, you know, these guys in the C tier. I don't really like the design, you know, of them that much. Sorry to be a hater. You know, it just is what it is. I really like Tepig. I think Tepig, you know, looks pretty cool. So I'm going to chuck it in the B tier. And then I do not like where it goes from there. I just don't like it. I'm sorry. Then we've got, I think it's Oshawott or something like that. I'm going to chuck it in the C tier. I really like the middle stage evolution. Something about it, I really like it. And then the final evolution as well, I don't think is that bad. So I'm going to chuck it in the B tier as well. This evolution line, in particular, sorry, the one at the end, reminds me of Zoodamon from Digimon. And I think that's why I just naturally, you know, have drawn a liking to it. Chespin, for me, it can like go on the C tier. And it's fine, like it's middle stage evolution. I just don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. S and F tier for me. Okay, if that offends you, I'm really sorry. I just don't like it. And I do not like Finnegan or any of these mother effers in this evolution line. I just don't like them whatsoever. I just do. I think that's my least favorite starter of all time, and I really hate Meganium. So that's saying something. Then we've got, you know, the classic Greninja line. For me, I'm gonna chuck the, you know, start at the like first stage in the middle, but then Greninja. I think just something about ninjas, man. I love Naruto. Greninja actually for me is gonna be S tier. His Protean hidden ability is dope. His shiny is black. Black shinies are my favorite ones. So yeah, he can go in S for me. Now, these guys, I forget their name. I know this one's Decidueye. I just really forget the first two. I'm having a total mind blank at the moment. I definitely shouldn't have had 2 cans of Coke before this. I'm gonna chuck, you know what? This evolution line in particular, you know, from Avatar: The Last Airbender, the owl, the guardian owl that, you know, is guarding the library and all that sort of stuff. I'm getting strong vibes from that. So I think that's why I really like it. Litten, I don't think is all that bad, but I don't love it. I'm just not a cat person, sorry. Its second evolution, I'm not the biggest fan of. And, you know, Incineroar, every time I play competitive, I keep getting intimidated by Incineroar. I don't like the shiny variant of Incineroar. I think the white and red makes it look like Ronald McDonald. That creeps me out, so I'm going to just chuck it in the B tier. And then, you know, we've got like Poplio and all that sort of stuff. Again, I feel kind of indifferent about like Poplio. I don't like the second evolution of it. It just, again, reminds me of just this dude. I don't know. I just don't like it. And Primarina, you know, Primarina's not bad at all. So Primarina, especially like competitive wise, is pretty dope. And I think it sounds lovely when you throw it into battle. So I'm going to chuck that in the B1. Now, it's really annoying. I only just realized that we don't have like the Sinnoh starters, you know, here. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to chuck Grookey into the B tier. I'm going to chuck Score Bunny into the B tier as well. And then, you know, obviously, I'll just jump straight to like the final evolutions of these guys. I would put Rillaboom. I really like Rillaboom. Rillaboom would be in the A tier for me. So, you know, hopefully Joel will edit this in. So Rillaboom would go in the A tier for me. And Cinderace was my starter for Sword and Shield. So I would chuck Cinderace in the S tier. Just because, you know, he's got pretty much the same ability as Greninja. He's really, really fun to use in battle, which I think is important for Pokemon. And of course, you know, he was the one I started with for Generation 8. So, you know, again, holds a special place in the heart. And the shiny is, you know, I'm kind of indifferent on. But yeah, Cinderace for me would go in the S tier. So that is everything in this video. I hope you really enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts on my tier list in the comment section below, and let me know what your favorite starter Pokemon of all time is, you know, and where would you rank it. For me, obviously, Blaziken is my favorite starter of all time, and as such, I'm putting him straight into the S tier, no questions asked. So please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe for more content. I would really appreciate it. It would help me out. And for now, I will see you next week in a new video. See ya.